Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl. It is a tight match right now. Winnebago has 30 points, only 30 points behind Final Four member from last season, Stillman Valley. We're about to start our volleyball round. This is the second round of the game. But first, before we do that, a special thank you to our judge today, Dr. Lori Finello, who is the Regional Superintendent of Schools for Winnebago and Boone counties. Dr. Finello, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate your time. You know how valuable that is, and it's always fun to have you here. Back to our questioning in just a second after I explain the rules to our volleyball round presented by Rock Valley College. It is a conferring round, so teams can confer. I only want to hear from the captains. So on Stillman, that will be Samuel, and Zane, that is you for Winnebago, correct? All right, we had a coin flip during the last break, and Winnebago won the coin flip. They have elected to go first in our lightning round, which is next, so that means volleyball, you will go first, Stillman. This round works pretty similar to the first round, except there's no stealing of points. You get a question. If you get it correct, you get 10. Incorrect, we toss it, and we give a different question to the other team. And we'll keep going back and forth, kind of like playing a game of volleyball, until we run out of time in this segment. Okay? Again, you can confer, but I need to hear from the captains. The clock will start once I give this first question. Stillman Valley, are you ready? Samuel, ready? Here we go. What Cambodian revolutionary led the Khmer Rouge from 1963 to 1997? No answer. Pol Pot. Pol Pot. We'll move on now to a new question for Bago. Paul LePage is governor of what state that in 2016 split its electoral votes, giving one vote to Donald Trump from a district that includes Bangor?
Maine.
Maine is correct. That last city may have helped you out there. Bangor. You get 10 points. Next question to Stillman. Capitals with acanthus leaves adorn the columns of what ancient Greek order contrasted with the earlier Doric and Ionic orders?
Delian?
Incorrect. Corinthian order. No points. Winnebago, new question for you. What point guard played just 11 games for Duke before he was picked first in the 2011 NBA draft by the Cleveland Cavaliers? Kyrie Irving demanded a trade not too long ago, and now he plays for the Celtics. No points. New question for Stillman. What character in Charles Dickens' Great Expectations burns to death in a fire?
Pip?
Pip, incorrect. You got the right character from the book, but no, Miss Havisham. Miss Havisham is the one who burns in the fire. Winnebago. What type of process may be represented by an equation that includes stoichiometric coefficients and has an arrow from reactants to products?
Chemical reaction.
Chemical reaction is correct. 10 points for Bago. It is now a 10-point game. Stillman. Wave functions collapse upon observation in an interpretation of quantum mechanics named for what city, which was the birthplace of Niels Bohr?
Oslo.
Incorrect. Copenhagen. The Copenhagen interpretation. Back to Bago. You could tie it with this. A barn on DeKoven Street was the origin of what disaster which left a water tower standing and was likely not started by a cow in a Midwestern city?
The Chicago Fire.
Chicago Fire is correct. Mrs. O'Leary's cow may be off the hook. We now have a tie game, 60-60. Question to Stillman. Action Comics #1 may have begun the so-called golden age of comic books with the car-lifting first appearance of what hero?
Superman?
Superman is correct. 10 points, Stillman. Next question for Bago. What artist showed a burning synagogue in the background of his white crucifixion and a large green face and upside-down homes in I and the Village?
Goya.
Incorrect. Chagall. Mark Chagall. You can actually see that white crucifixion at the Art Institute of Chicago. No points. Stillman Valley, question for you. What measure, which was first introduced as a rider to an 1846 appropriations bill, would have banned slavery in land acquired from Mexico?
The Missouri Compromise?
Incorrect. The Wilmot Proviso was the answer for that one. And that is all the time we have in that category. We now have a 10-point game. Stillman Valley has 70. Winnebago has 60. We're at the halfway point of our game. Lots of points left on the board. We will get back to the questioning right after this great break. But first, during this break, you get a chance to play along with our Bergstrom bonus question. We'll have the answer coming up.
What is the national sport of Wales?